Jay's brought us into a new room to explore and follow the ghost stink.
Follow my nose. It always knows. Ah! Damn it, nose!
The ranky dank.
There's some shit going on down there.
See, doggos can climb. I think you need to push that block, or pull that block, actually, which requires thumbs.
And also being able to see.
That too.
That is important.
Sight is, in fact, a very good evolutionary advantage to have.
I would say that it is, yes.
I mean, look at the earthworm. Does he look like he's doing anything good?
Actually, earthworms are, like, super good. They aren't even native to North America. We just brought them over to fix the soil.
Huh.
Yeah, they're not actually native to North America, but we encourage their growth because they're an invasive species that only helps humans.
Wow.
You learn something every day.
You sure do.
In fact, there's an entire subculture of people called worm pickers who go to
Yeah, you've
farms.
talked about this one.
Yeah. Yeah. They steal worms. It's amazing. I don't suppose anyone really owns the worms.
But I mean,
But still,
like,
the
you know,
farmers
the
are
farmer
fucking
was
pissed.
using it.
I assume it's the same thing as you can't really hunt on other people's land, right?
Yeah.
Except in this thing, you're just hunting for disgusting tubes of shit.
Well, it's not hunting, it's trapping.
Either way.
yeah.
Either way, the principle is the same. Butt plug.
It's a surprised mid in the face.
Oh boy, I can bet there's about 20 different uses for that.
And they all involve drawing a penis in the Wii thing.
Yeah, that was
I
just
see
it.
fear in her eyes when I whip it out.
She needs to be terrified when you take off your pants and it hits the floor.
Yep.
When you unroll it.
When the seismic quake strikes, just boom.
When you unfurl your genitals like a flag on Independence Day.
You're still going.
Oh, fuck. Just leave him there. Just let him suffer.
Just let him die.
He'll tire out eventually.
Be careful not to touch him.
It's fine.
Don't cross eyes or lock swords.
And this time you have to stay in
Lock
the middle.
eyes or cross
I know.
swords.
I don't even know what you said the first time. I wasn't listening.
Cross eyes or lock swords.
Well,
I mean, it
also-
still kind of works.
Yeah, no, it kind of does.
Okay, that's not the way. It's
yeah,
that one.
yeah, you have to go that way, Jack. Famed for his sense of direction.
Yep. You see,
You can just jump it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to risk it. What with the quicksand and all, and the graboids.
Goddamn graboids.
They're sand leeches, I keep telling you.
You're
like-
sand leeches.
How am I a sand leech?
How aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh. That don't look good.
This is modern America, Cameron. You got to prove you aren't a thing.
Yeah, it's guilty until proven innocent now.
Yeah. As if the fucking internet has its way.
Yeah, fuck. Everyone's
Seriously, that's
so
like-
reactionary about shit.
Oh yeah.
Every...
Wow, that
He died real quick, but I think he comes back to life.
I split his helm real good.
Real good.
Yeah, here he goes.
Maybe if you use a bomb after he's dead.
Oh yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
I
Oh,
said
that's
after.
gonna hurt in like 5 seconds.
But yeah, it's amazing how reactionary the internet is when it comes to, like, anything, really. Like, someone claims that
I'm a
something
hero.
happened and everyone believes it, and then you have to prove that it didn't happen.
Yep.
Well, I'm also talking about the whole culture of, like, you gotta believe victims. It's like, well, I mean, you should give them the benefit of the doubt, but you shouldn't just take their word as fucking law.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You should treat them with respect and listen to the whatever they have to say and then investigate, but
Yeah.
not just automatically assume.
Beginning to think the game's trying to tell me something.
Something about bombs and water.
Well, I see no water. Disregard message. Paw door.
Like, it's one thing
This
to say
is
to
some-
That's impressive.
It's one thing to say
That's
to a
some golden
victim,
calf
I believe
bullshit.
you, and to respect that they're probably not lying. It's another thing to lock someone up immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I
My
mean,
my major argument for everyone who's always like, oh, you know, take their word above all else, all this, I'm like, that really doesn't work the second you're the one they're accusing, does it?
Remember the witch trials?
Yep.
Oh, I don't like this.
Well, I suppose none of us were alive to remember the witch trials. But it's because everyone just took the priest's word for it.
Yep.
Like, there's actually a thing where, the more likely you are to, it's actually a thing where it becomes worse for minorities when the burden of proof lies on the accused, because they tend to have less resources available with which to disprove a thing.
Huh.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Of course, then you get people on the internet saying minorities are the only people who shouldn't have to prove things in a court of law.
At which point you're like, well, that's just a recipe for disaster, really. You really, really shouldn't be saying X doesn't need to prove Y in a court of law.
Because that creates a game of oppression Olympics, where people try to compete to see who is the most oppressed between them and therefore doesn't have to prove things in a court of law, as opposed to actually trying to prove things. Which becomes another thing where it's just two people hiring other people to argue their case in a court of law.
Which is already the system we have.
Yes.
This clever bastard.
Exactly, which is already the system we have, is my point. Also, there's the people online who think that anarchism and communism actually work as systems. We've yet to see a successful communist state in the entire history of mankind.
I don't know. North Korea is doing pretty good.
Yeah, clearly. And
It's best Korea, after all.
I hear that they've never had a problem with fertilizer.
What?
Oh, because the thing about how... I don't know if it was Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il made everyone shit on their own lawn for fertilizer.
I do not remember that.
I don't know if it ever actually happened. I heard it floating around on the internet. I was making a joke about it.
That means it has to be true.
Oh, yeah. Everything on the internet is true, right?
And, I
it's
mean,
just like the government not lying to people.
Yeah.
And humanity tried anarchism one time, and we unilaterally decided we'd rather have a system of law.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was a point when, like, someone's
Or
baby got
universally,
murdered and another person murdered that murderer that we were like, maybe this is just creating a chain of murders.
Maybe we should just codify this shit, write it down on a tablet somewhere, and then Ian will dig it up in 5,000 years.
Yeah.
You there.
Implying I find anything.
You there. Scratch 3 birds and an eye. We need to get this down.
Wrong way. I think that's where you came from already.
No. No, it isn't. Because where I came from was that room. That way.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do.
As you almost sink to your death. But you don't really give a fuck because you're a hero of time.
When you're 5 minutes into,
Make sure there's nothing important up here first.
I see nothing.
No, look all the way back to the door. There might be something on, like, the left or right.
I was gonna say, if there was a treasure
Wait a
chest,
minute.
it would be highlighted, Cameron.
Can you look at the expression on Lank's face?
Boy,
He looks bored.
Yep.
He looks bored as fuck, and yeah.
I was gonna say, when you're waist deep in quicksand,
You're in
and
a
she gives you this
fucking magical temple. What more do you want, Lank?
look. Probably more magic or less.
Probably less.
Yeah, there's a point when this just becomes tedious and or bullshit.
I would go with the and more than anything.
Yeah. Like, Cameron, can you imagine how much of a pain in the ass most of this actually is?
Yeah, imagine if every time you had to go pick up milk from the corner store, you had to kill a bunch of ghosts to light some lanterns to get to the back of the store.
Don't you?
And then you have to carry your armload of 6 cans of Arizona to the counter while the cashier laughs at you. So you get back at him by laughing at his disgusting meat logs.
Ian being the expert at having meat logs laughed at.
Hey man. Grower,
Ian's
not a shower.
definitely a rudder.
Definitely a rudder. I go both ways. I'm a rudder or a mast. I'm the kind of mast that gives a reach around, so there's that at least.
Would that be a Keelhaul?
Oh my god, it sure would! Oh my god.
Welcome to Player Ones, where we invent gay nautical terms.
Urban Dictionary, this shit. Keelhaul. When 2 gay men in pirate hats give each other reach arounds.
Hold up.
No, that's a whirlpool.
That's a whirlpool. Are you actually Urban Dictionary and Keelhaul and see what comes up?
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious.
Keelhaul. A medieval naval punishment that involves tying each arm to a convicted sailor and pushing them with the bow of the sail. The sailor is then hauled along the barnacle and pressed to keel it. Yeah. They basically rip someone underneath the boat and their skin would tear open on the barnacles.
Flat Earth here.
So, I'm gonna see if I can, change this into a thing. And, submit this.
Oh my god, do it. Do it.
Now, which one are we going with? The whirlpool or the Keelhaul?
No. Okay, we need an actual, like, good way to word this. When two men having anal sex...
Proceed to give each...
No, they can't give each other reach-arounds because one of them has a dick in the other one's butt. So, I mean...
Unless it's a
Cameron,
real
you never
long
know
dick
what,
and you got a hand on the shaft.
Cameron, you never know what you can accomplish when you're knuckle deep in another human being.
God damn it.
Where does the sand go?
He digs. It gets dug.
It goes up, Ian.
But...
Just dig up, stupid.
Yeah. What are you, some sort of moron?
I am intimately familiar with dirt. Dirt does not just disappear.
I'll have you know that I'm an expert on the topic of nothing. I am a veteran player of Legend of Zelda. None of this shit makes sense. None of it. Oh yeah, right. So anyway, fuck, we were talking about this earlier, but yeah. Into Breath of the Wild.
Oh fuck, right.
Long story short, they were showing off some shit that can happen. So you can just take off your tunic and run around, like, butt naked. Another thing they showed is that you can light the grass on fire, and the fire will just keep going. As long as there's shit to engulf, as fire does.
So you just burn the world down?
So, yeah, that's pretty much become, like...
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah. Like, the fan art... Like, before this trailer was, you know, Link looking badass and going to go fight Ganon.
And now it's him in a loincloth setting shit on fire.
That's the only fan art, by the way, that exists now.
Okay, so here's my current dictionary entry for Keelhaul. When two men are having anal intercourse wearing pirate hats and the top gives the bottom a reach around.
Yes.
Alright?
Yes. There is nothing about that I don't love.
Yep.
We're making it a thing, folks. Keelhaul, tell your friends. If you
Grab tickets!
I was gonna say, if you swing that way, give it a try. I ain't judging.
Hey man, whatever feels good, right?
I need an
Whatever
example of how to
floats your
use it
boat.
in a sentence.
What?
I got keelhauled so hard by Mike last night.
No. See,
The Admiral...
The ad-
The Admiral said if I don't shape up, he's gonna give me a keel hauling.
Okay. They don't shape up.
Oh, there's a thing right there.
No. Because,
bugs.
like...
So many bugs are gonna come over and fuck your day up.
Oh, I have to turn into a human to open this one. Hey,
Oh,
alright.
well, I mean, it was worth it.
No bugs. Just sand.
What's a naval rank other than Admiral or Captain?
Ensign?
How do you spell ensign?
Lieutenant.
Don't know.
I'm drowning in sand.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, it's EN sign. Ensign rank.
Oh, man. On a side note, I know that you don't watch Gundam, Ian, but if ever you do, I just want to let you know, if you ever see a character whose name begins with the word ensign, they're probably...
Apparently you can add a GIF now for Urban Dictionary.
Well, that's...
Alright, so who's putting on the pirate hats? 1, 2, 3, not it.
Well, I mean...
Are you the runner of the mask, Jay?
Fuck it, I'm submitting this.
Do it! Fucking do it!
Must include the word being defined.
Did we not define it?
Oh fuck, I typed in reach around instead of keelhaul. I'm an idiot. And submitted.
Hot damn.
Now, I've always thought of myself as a rudder band, but I mean, like...
I will laugh so hard if this eventually becomes a thing.
If this becomes a thing, I'm gonna shit myself.
Oh, I have to sign in with something in order to...
I mean, like, don't you want to be known as the guy who invented the Keelhaul?
No. No, I don't. Do you? Wait, let's make it Ian again.
No, I shouldn't even be talking about this. I am a minister in a church, for God's sakes.
That's a good point.
By the way, did you ever get your parking pass?
No, I'm going to try and convince someone to buy it for me for my birthday. I want to see where I can park with it.
Well, let's do it.
Welcome to the second phase of the dungeon, where you start needing the item. You need to go down.
Yep. Hold on. I gotta fight this Satan.
You gotta fight that Satan.
Fuck it, I'm gonna make a fake Gmail account real quick.
Can you make a keelhaul at gmail.com?
Create account.
Oh, I'm going up. Don't want that. We have created many accounts on this channel. Well, that's unfortunate.
The password is rudder and mast.
I think I gotta take the hyphen out.
Oh, I can't use... Okay.
Cameron, you invalidated if you share it publicly.
Someone has already got the username keelhaul at
Keelhauler?
gmail.com. Keelhauler.
Fuck.
Fuck. Okay.
Admiral Keelhaul?
Just the Admiral.
That'll definitely be taken. I spelled Admiral wrong real quick.
No, keep it. That might give you better chances.
Admiral Keelhaul at gmail.com. Someone has that.
How does someone already have that?
Clearly, we're not as original as we thought we were. There we go. Ow. I think there's ghost rats.
Maybe you should turn into a wolf then.
Yep, ghost rats. Man, so it's kind of funny. Midna right now... Oh, no, there she goes. She's freaking out.
Are they, like, chewing on you, or just, like, fucking you?
I believe they are just chewing my tender juices.
Chewing your tender juices? How even?
They're doing it, though.
How do you chew a juice?
Yeah.
I lived in residence.
I was gonna say, have you never froze apple juice and had a delicious apple popsicle?
I lived in residence in first year with a guy who was a complete fucking slob, and I've seen much solid juice.
How long do you have to leave juice out before it ferments? How long do you have to leave out grape juice before it becomes wine?
Longer than you'd think, not as long as you'd hope.
Yeah.
Scoot.
Oh man. Have either of you seen Bee and Puppy Cat?
No, it's not one of the... Weirdly enough, I've just never bothered watching it.
There's this one point where she's eating where she's gargling with yogurt, and someone's like, "Why are you gargling with yogurt?" And her response is, "Soon it will be cheese." It's a weird show.
That sounds pretty weird.
You need to be able to see them before you can kill them. Good work.
Oh, that's just great.
Oh no.
Right into the sand.
Right in the sand.
And the rats.
Just
all of this is awful right now.
Get fucked, bro. Get fucked.
There is no part of this that is good or pleasant for anyone involved.
Yeah, there you go.
Boy, he is just freaking out. Alright. I think we can conclusively say I have that settled.
Yep. Everything is dead.
It's all okay now. It is all okay.
It's done. We just need to verify your account. Fuck.
Did you really think you'd be getting away with it that easily?
Almost.
I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling robot detectors.
I have no idea what it is.
Here, I'll type it. I don't want to say it on camera. God only knows the kind of text messages our fucking fan base would send me.
What fan base?
There's like 6 guys. There's like 6 routine guys.
Does my phone even have a charge right now? Yeah, it's got 4%.
I wonder if any of our
8.
fans have ever keelhauled each other.
Hey man, I don't judge. If you want to keelhaul each other while watching this show, go right ahead.
So long as you watch the show.
Yeah. I mean, look, whatever you're doing while you're watching is your own business and your own business alone.
I have a feeling that there's one strange individual out there who's going to be like, so that's what it's called when we do that.
Oh, this ain't good. Get out of the goo! Oh, the bugs!
Those are letters, not numbers. Fucking can't see a fucking keyboard. There we go. Oh, thanks. Well, bam.
Oh, dear. Well, I don't know what I expected to... Ah! Oh, jeez.
So close.
I was almost a cool guy, but then girls were watching.
I was gonna say, you're almost a cool guy, but then you looked at that explosion. Oh, it's tit chicken!
Fuck, just leave it in the pot.
Yep. See ya. I don't need you.
So disappointed. Please. Please don't leave me in this prison.
Save me!
No.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Save me!
Fucking Goofy.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me!
Found a video at work today of
round and round
dogs
and round
singing Linkin Park's Numb. It's a piece of work. Can you shoot them with bomb arrows before they even get up?
Nope, but I can get that one.
Oh, you can't.
Man, I really hope that our definition of keelhauling takes off.
Oh my god, I hope so too.
I could go for a good keel hauling. Wow. Are they coming back to the area anytime soon?
Actually, yeah, they are. Sometime relatively soon. I don't know when exactly.
That's Ailstorm, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
By the way, I was at work and playing that on Spotify, and people were asking me what the fuck am I listening to? And I'm just like, well, I tried to explain to them what pirate metal is, and then they just laughed at me, and I'm like, fuck you all. Anyway, the gist of the story is I don't work with people with good tastes.
Remember how you were talking about Goofy singing songs?
Yep, that's actually the very guy we were talking about. Now, you know, that's enough.
God damn.
Don't want to get a copyright strike from Disney?
No, from that guy, because he's a pretty cool guy and I don't want to earn his ire.
Fair enough.
So many bugs.
Neon Goofness Evangelion.
Still, like, I think my favorite one of his videos is actually the Goof in Essence.
Wake me up, wake
Me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside.
Man, that guy's awesome.
Save me from... Because he sings the whole song. And I think the only time he didn't actually sing the song was when he was doing Uptown Funk. And that was because halfway through...
It's spoken.
No, I was actually going to say halfway through in the video...
Oh god, bugs!
The cops come to arrest him.
What?
Well, no, like, not really, but, like, that was the joke he was making.
Why would the cops come to arrest him?
Copyright.
Because copyright.
Oh. Copyright.
Such an innocuous crime, but they'll pursue you to the ends of the earth for it.
Yeah, goddamn.
It's pretty intense.
Eh. What's that? You used a 5-second clip in your video? Send the lawsuits. And it's just a bunch of planes with the word lawsuit written on the side of them.
They
this looks like fun.
lawyers out of their bellies like bombs.
I was
gonna say bombs labeled litigation.
I was gonna say it's a bomb labeled. God, what was I gonna say? A bomb labeled subpoena. This is
hot
cool
damn, it's a
looking.
spring pole.
Actually, one of my friends got to deliver a subpoena one time.
How did that go?
He literally chucked it at the guy, said you'd been served, hit him square in the face, and the guy dropped the subpoena and ran. And he had a friend catch it all on video so that he could actually verify that the man had been, in fact, served the subpoena.
Wow.
I'm fighting a ghost.
Actually, have any of you seen the old show Odd Job Jack?
Yes.
Not in a very long time.
Okay, there was one episode where
What does this guy look
he
like?
was issuing subpoenas to people, and he fucked up one time and said, "You've been severed," and the guy got off.
This dude looks cool. Look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, I know.
He is he's 110% fucking album cover.
Yeah, I could see this on the cover of many different albums.
Ramps for Wolves' first album cover.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say Rammstein, and I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
See, the thing is, like, Ramps for Wolves just sounds like an indie band. This is like fucking death metal.
Yeah.
This would be like...
You're saying you can't be death metal indie?
I mean, nothing
Those two
stops
things
you.
are pretty opposed.
Well, I mean, okay.
Well, indie just means not represented, right?
Do I hit his projectiles back at him? Is that what I do, or do I hit him with a projectile of my own?
Try shield bashing a projectile.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Don't I need to be locked on, though? Yeah, I need to be locked... Oh,
okay,
I
maybe
guess
shoot
not.
projectiles of your own, then.
Nope. Alright, whatever.
Have you swung at them yet?
Yeah, but I don't know if they go to...
Can't lock on inside.
Walk on.
Oh, well, I mean, that would have saved me a lot of hardship if I just did that earlier.
But, no, so yeah, it does mean that, but like, when you...
typically...
Indie as a genre?
Indie as a genre has a very different kind of feel
connotation
to it, yeah, than death metal.
It's kind of like how indie game is not always Shovel Knight, but...
Sometimes they're super good.
Yeah.
Most times they're absolute garbage. Then again,
Well,
the same
that was-
is true of AAA games.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 of them just aren't worth playing.
This is gonna be tedious, isn't it?
Sure is.
There's actually a saying, you know you've developed a taste for a specific genre of thing when 9/10 of it just isn't worth listening to anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't like a thing until you can properly hate it.
You can't criticize a thing properly until you enjoy it. That's why people get so mad about tiny nitpicks in movies that they love, as opposed to huge glaring flaws in movies that they don't.
Boy, is this guy ever just... I can't tell if I'm doing this wrong or not, because this boss fight's taken a while.
Maybe you're supposed to already have the spinner dealie.
Nah.
I mean, look at the walls.
I think I get it from him.
Maybe he's just a huge badass.
Can you do a finisher on his head when he's down?
No, because it prompts
wow.
you to do finishers.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's fucking dead, so... Oh,
I
wait,
would field this
wait.
thing as a Chaos Lord, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Pretty
100%.
He was made out of moths the whole time.
Or a minor greater demon.
Or minor grade, whatever.
This would be a minor greater demon of Zinch. That would be my guess.
Oh,
Man.
or maybe he was nothing at all.
Did I ever tell you about the time during a game of Rogue Trader that Wesley summoned a Bloodletter? Or a Bloodthirster?
You've told me, certainly.
I have not heard this story.
Okay, so they were playing Rogue Trader, right?
Yeah.
And,
Oh
Wesley...
boy, time for the best item in the game.
Okay, for a while they had a frigate, which is like a small... It's like a medium-sized ship.
Yep.
And, they
You're talking
figured...
to nerds, Cameron. We know what a frigate is.
Right, but the people at home might not. Basically, they decided they didn't have enough firepower anymore. So they went to go get a cruiser, which has a shitload of firepower.
Yep.
But they didn't want to have to sacrifice any of its combat capability to give it good cargo holds. So Wesley's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just get a second ship, and it'll have the bare bones of everything, and it'll be a terrible little cargo hauler, and that's all it does with its time. So he buys this shitty cargo hauler. And for a while, they're just using it on separate missions to haul their cargo, because they didn't want to have to actually have it in their cruiser.
Yeah.
And one of their missions was, there's this place that the players affectionately came to know as Space Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's the place I made up.
Yeah. Jay made it up. I forget its actual name at this point.
I think I gave it some, like, effectively fake Dark Eldar, which in my own mind, for whatever reason, was just Pig Latin.
Yeah.
For, like, Nevada.
Basically, it was established by the Dark Eldar as a gambling haven. But slowly humans had started becoming the majority of the clientele. And it's a place where rich humans held ridiculously stupid and spectacular events.
Yeah.
And one of them,
as the rich often do,
was Fight to the Death, where you could enter anything so long as it contained no mechanical components. So this one noble guy is like, you know what? I want to enter this and I want to win it. So you know what you guys are gonna do? I'm gonna give you an obscene amount of money, and you are gonna go and capture me a Carnifex, and I'm gonna enter it into the tournament.
I think I'm caught in a loop here.
And for those of you who don't know, Carnifex is like this huge fucking bug monster with scythe arms that looks like Gigan if he were cooler. And
you know what? As much as I think Carnifexes are still the only model in the Tyranid range that makes me want to start Tyranids.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yep.
Like, I remember talking to Justin about it. I'm like, how feasible is an army that is just a delivery system for Carnifexes? To which his answer was simultaneously, like, it's feasible, except it's also Tyranids, so it's not. For those of you who don't know, Tyranids are supposed to be one of the biggest threats to the 41st millennium. They're also one of the weakest things in the game, making it one of the best running jokes.
Yep.
Yeah, they got nerfed into oblivion. Anyway,
oh boy.
So, the first thing on Wesley's mind after they catch this goddamn Carnifex is, if he's willing to pay us this obscene amount of money in order to catch a Carnifex, it must mean that the prize for winning is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, his logic holds true in theory.
Right. So, Wesley says, we're not gonna catch one Carnifex, we're gonna catch two. And we're gonna give him the shitty one, and then enter ourselves.
Alright, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye.
Bye.